everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog and welcome to another movie news roundup series. So we got a bit of movie news that came out this week, and before I get into this, here are a few words from the channel. Alright everybody, it's time to get on the social media train. Want to chat with me in 100 words or less? Then check out my Twitter account. Want to talk about movies, TV shows, and video games within the group? Then check out my Facebook account. Want to check out some of my ultra cool fan art? Then check out my DeviantArt page. Want to get the lowdown on everything that's happening on this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So the first bit of news is that Dr. Octopus, who came from Sam Raimi's second Spider-Man film, will be reprising his role in Spider-Man 3 for the MCU, as well as the return of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire from previous Spider-Man films. And the second bit of news is that Knuckles the Echidna has been confirmed to appear in the Sonic movie sequel. Now let's go into thoughts for the day where I talk about my thoughts on each topic discussed. So let's talk about the first bit of news with Dr. Octopus and also Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will be reprising their roles as Spider-Man in MCU Spider-Man 3. So what do I think about this? I was actually surprised to hear this bit of news because it's been a while since we heard anything from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man series or Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man series, and the fact that you have all these characters coming back to come in the MCU's third Spider-Man movie makes me think about what kind of plot they have for the third Spider-Man movie. Is it going to be something like Into the Spider-Verse where they introduce all these different versions of Spider-Man? Or is it going to be something else entirely? My guess is that the MCU is going to do their own version of Spider-Verse because we saw how successful the Into the Spider-Verse movie was, and maybe the MCU wants to have their own take on the Spider-Verse by introducing all of these past Spider-Man characters to come into their new Spider-Man film. So not only do we have Tom Holland reprising his role as Spider-Man, but we also have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield reprising their roles as Spider-Man, as well as Dr. Octopus coming into this movie as well. So I am really excited to see where this is all going. Like, it makes me wonder just how they're going to handle all these characters and what kind of storyline they're going to have for this movie. Like, is the third Spider-Man movie going to be about the Spider-Verse and how all these different Spider-Man characters are coming together to stop this big threat? Or is it going to be like a send-off to Sam Raimi's film trilogy or Andrew Garfield's film? So it makes me wonder what's going on with this plotline for Spider-Man 3, and I can't wait to see how this all unfolds. And you guys are probably wondering to yourselves, now Rabbitearsblog, this news has been around since the beginning of December. Why are you just now reporting this? Well, there's a lot of things that happened in December that I had to talk about, so I wasn't able to get around to this news bit until just now. But I wanted to give out my 2 cents on this news bit, and that's why I'm doing this news bit right now. So let's get into the second bit of news, where Knuckles the Echidna has been confirmed to show up in the Sonic movie sequel. Now, at first, I wasn't going to report this news because at the time it was released, it was pitched as a rumor. So I usually don't do rumors in my videos because I don't want to give people false hope about this character or that character showing up when it's just reported as a rumor. But apparently it's been confirmed that Knuckles will show up in the Sonic movie sequel. And as stated in the article, they said that Knuckles will have a more serious personality and he would start climbing walls and doing stuff that he does in the games. And that's what we got from this news. And also, another bit of news regarding the Sonic movie sequel is that there's going to be a new human character named Rando who's going to show up in the Sonic movie 2 sequel as well. And will only be talking to the human characters and not to Sonic himself. So with that bit of news brought up, it does have me question about just what kind of plotline the second movie is going to have. I made a video earlier this year about my predictions for the Sonic movie sequel, and one of the predictions I made was that Knuckles the Echidna was going to show up in the second movie, and lo and behold, that seems to be the truth. So I'm happy that Knuckles will be showing up in the sequel. I've said for a while that Knuckles might show up in the sequel because there's a lot of storylines being put out in the first movie about the Echidna tribe, and Knuckles is a part of the Echidna tribe in the original source material, so of course he's going to have something to do with the Echidna tribe. I have a feeling that the sequel is going to try to wrap up the Echidna tribe story arc by introducing Knuckles' character, but it does make me wonder just what kind of role Knuckles is going to have. Like, I'm glad that he's going to have a big role in the sequel, which is fantastic, but it makes me wonder just what he's going to do in the movie. Like, is he going to be the last of his kind like he is in the Sonic Adventure games, or is he still going to be with his clan at this time? So I'm not sure how they're going to start off his character arc here, like if he's going to be the last of his kind or if he's still going to be a part of his kind in the beginning of the sequel. But I do hope that he is the last of his kind in the sequel, because that would make things much more emotional for his character. Like, he might be having problems trying to adjust to being alone, or he might be wondering about who killed off his clan at the beginning of the film. Like, maybe this could lead to Sonic Adventure with the introduction of chaos. So I do wonder where they're going with that, and I kind of hope that that's the direction they're going. It would make Knuckles' character even more deep in the sequel, and it wouldn't make him into a generic character or anything like that with no depth. So I hope that they go that route with his character in the sequel. And another thing I have to bring up, because everybody else is bringing this up, will The Rock actually voice Knuckles? I hope that The Rock voices Knuckles, because I think he's the perfect choice for Knuckles. He's able to bring out the seriousness to Knuckles' character, as well as he can be funny at times. And I think Knuckles is that character who can mostly be serious but funny at times. And I think The Rock can do that perfectly. But whether or not the movie's going to be able to get The Rock in, it remains to be seen, because does the movie have enough of a budget to bring in an A-lister actor like The Rock into the film? Or maybe they'll do just fine and they'll be able to bring in The Rock. But I do hope that The Rock does voice Knuckles, and if he doesn't, well, it would be interesting to see who could voice Knuckles. And then another bit of news is that there's going to be this human character named Rando who's going to be introduced into the cast. Now, I do wonder about what the purpose of his character is all about. Like, it's stated that he's just going to interact with the human characters, so it makes me wonder if he's going to be an agent of Gun or something like that. For those of you who don't know, Gun is a secret organization from the games, and that's where Shadow the Hedgehog made his debut appearance with the introduction of Gun. So maybe if he's the agent of Gun, that might mean that Shadow might be introduced into the movie franchise at some time, or they might take a different direction or something with his character. So I'm not sure who this Rando character is going to be, but I have a feeling he might be an important character if they just stated that, oh, there's this new character named Rando. I just hope he has some kind of importance to the plot, or even if he doesn't really show up that much in the plot, have some kind of importance to the overall story of the movie franchise. So I do wonder about this Rando character and just what he's there for. And also another bit of news is that they wanted to get a big time movie star to come into the movie, so they're eyeing either Chris Rock or Samuel L. Jackson. So I do wonder about what the purpose of that is, like what their purpose is going to be in this movie. Like, is it just a cameo, or is it going to serve a purpose to the overall plot of the story? I hope it serves a purpose to the overall plot of the story, so that way you don't have a cameo with these characters and they just don't do anything. Like, I want them to do something for the film franchise, but maybe just have a short cameo to explain, well, this is what's happening so far, or this is what's going to happen. So maybe they could do something like that, like how Samuel L. Jackson did a cameo in the Iron Man movie as Nick Fury, and he introduced the Avengers Initiative, which sets off the MCU universe as a whole. So I don't know if he's going to be that kind of character in this movie, or maybe he's just going to show up as a cameo on TV or something like that. So it'd be interesting to see what they're going to do with that special cameo for the big list actor. So I wonder who they're going to hire or who they're going to have show up in this movie, and I can't wait to see that. So that's a bit of movie news for this week, and tell me in the comments down below, what do you think about this bit of movie news? Are you excited to see all the previous Spider-Man characters come into the third Spider-Man movie? And what are your thoughts about Knuckles the Echidna showing up in the Sonic movie sequel? Are you excited about it? Do you want The Rock to voice Knuckles? Please feel free to tell me in the comments down below. Oh, and one more thing. If you guys are wondering about where these articles came from, I will have the links to the articles in the description box below. For now on, when I do the Movie News Roundup series, I will provide links to the articles in the description box below so you guys can check out the articles for yourselves and see how you think about all this news. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you guys later. Hold it! Man, I'm doing another special offer, am I? Now you're probably thinking, now Rabbitearsblog, didn't you just do a Patreon special offer a few months ago? Well, yeah, but this one's actually pretty different. Let me tell you guys. So I have decided to do a couple of digital artworks to celebrate this special offer. So, do you like Invader Zim? I have an Invader Zim digital artwork for you guys. Do you like the Angry Beavers? I have a Dagged Beaver digital art for you guys. Do you like Christmas or you like celebrating the holidays? Then I got a holiday digital art for you guys. Do you like spooky things or you just like Halloween in general? Then I got a spooky digital artwork for you guys. Do you like Sonic the Hedgehog? I got a Sonic the Hedgehog digital artwork for you guys. So you're probably wondering to yourself, now wait a minute, what's the catch here? What is this special offer all about? Well, I'll tell you. If you become a patron between December and January 31st, 2001, then I'm going to email you guys one of these digital arts of your choosing. How neat is that? So please feel free to check out my Patreon page. And if you are interested in owning one of these digital artworks in your own digital art collection, then please feel free to become a patron between December 2nd through January 31st. Special offer lasts until January 31st, 2021. Hey guys, like this video? Then please feel free to hit that like button. And also, hit that subscribe button for more content about video games, movies, and TV shows from this channel. And now, let's roll the credits, please.